Hey, this is Joe at B Sharp. We're just going over some SkateSkan information on how to use the system and why we use it. This thing's a great system. It lets us track our customers, lets us do our prepaid sharpenings, and lets us organize our chaos of the day very quickly. So we're going to start with using our scan. So I have a little scan code here for B Sharp Ottawa. So if I ever want to go in and test anything, I've got one set aside for me. And this is how easy it is to scan. Put it in the back, and it, of course, doesn't want to scan quickly today, but there you go. Scans quick. It's hard to do it when you're holding your arm at full extension. From here, as you can see, it's got all of our information as a customer. So my customer information is my store information right now. So you've got info at B Sharp Ottawa, has the customer's phone number. My store here is where their name would be when you enter the information. We'll show you how to add a customer in a little bit here, but that's right in there. You can add their age, their weight, their height, what sport they go, what team they're in, and if you're playing hockey, what position. So let's just say center in here. You can change the brand of skates. So if you want CCM, Bauer, Graf, Hespener, now we've got a few extra ones here that are going to get worked out. So True Hockey, and let's say we want to go to CCM. And then we can do a drop down, and you've got jet speeds, you've got rib cores, you've got tacks, you've got it all through here. You'll see a lot of the new updates roll in the next week or so, I believe. So all the new skates for this year, all the new 2S systems from Bauer, and all of the new tacks from CCM will be kind of rolling in here soon, and including the new rib cores. So everything that's coming new comes up. They do a really quick updates all the time for this, which is great. So let's just say we have a why don't we just go with the FT1? I know it's in here somewhere. FT1 jet speed. Okay. So now blade. If you have the regular blade that comes on that blade on that system, you can pick CCM, right? You can check what size it is. Okay, in through here. If they have aftermarket blades, so you want Bionic, you want Blade Tech, Massive, Step, Titan, any of those, you can put it through here. And that way you know if that customer calls back in to see you and says, hey, I broke a blade, and you can check in here really quickly if you're not near your cache and say, hey, yeah, you got a Titan, you got this size blade, and yeah, we've got one of those in stock, so come on back in. Or if they want an extra pair, you know exactly what they had and go from there. You can tell what size the skates, so you can put that in. So if you've got, let's say, two twin girls that are playing ringette, for this example, they have 7.5 feet, and let's say the other one, when I show you how to do that, has a different size, but they're the same skates. At least that way you can check which one is which if you're just scanning the code once, and because you know they're both on the same account. From here, you can tell their lace size, which is great. So if they cut a lace, and let's say they want them longer than usual, you can tell what size laces that they bought right through here. Radius of how sharp they are. They've got a lot of things in here, including the flat bottom V that are most popular, and the flat bottom that Blade Master does as well. If you're doing a lot of profiles, I don't know that there's any that are missing. If there's something that you guys do that's crazy, you can contact SkateSkan, and they will add a specific one to this list. So if you do something that's like 100 feet even for a goalie for whatever reason, that's the one that you find that you like, that you can get them to add it, and you can put it in here. So, you know, let's say it's a 10-foot radius. It's in there. You can hit Save User. It'll update. Now, as you can see on this side of the screen, I've got 2 prepaid sharpenings on my account just for demoing to make sure everything works right. So let's say they came in and they have 1 pair of skates. You hit the down button. Now they've only got 1 left. You hit the check mark, and now it's set prepaid to remove. It sends them an email. Okay. Now that'll pop up really quickly. And I'll show you on my phone here what pops up. So you got SkateSkan. You have 1 sharpening remaining. So this is what the customers get, which is awesome, right? And then let's say they don't have a prepaid card. They just came in. They're a walk-in. They want to go next door because you have a grocery store next door. You can hit the little exclamation mark right here, and it says notification sent. Same sort of deal. It's going to send them an email saying, hey, your skates are ready, you can come back and pick them up. Kind of like the text message system that a lot of people will use in the higher end, hair cutting places and stuff. Say, hey, your stuff's done, you're ready to come. From there, let's say, so this person is with Nepean, that's my area, so the Raiders. You can create a tag. I've already created a tag for hockey. They're on here. Let's say that they are with Nepean, so they are. If I type in N, it's already a tag, it's prepaid, or pre-tagged, so I can click Nepean, and I can add that tag to that person. So they play hockey with Nepean. I'll show you why that's relevant later. Okay, we can close out of that. You can hit Save User again. Now, I've got a tag on here. My tag number at the bottom here for me is 117. It's the first one I grabbed for that, so there's no rhyme or reason why that's that. But if they lose their tag, if they lose their skates, they get new skates, any of that stuff, and need a new one, you can click on the top corner here, the little button, and it'll say update your user tag. Okay, and then on my end, I use stickers. Okay, and in the light you can't really see them, but I use stickers versus the tags just because I find that they stick to the bottom of the skates, and I have a bunch of skates from out of town that I actually go pick up. So that works better for me. I get somebody to build the tags for me. But you can update that tag and it'll update the number. So from here it'll change to a different one. Okay, and this is where we do the add user as well. If for some reason that person comes in and they don't show up for another 3 or 4 days and you can't remember if you did that prepaid, up here there's a little hourglass. You can click it and it shows you all of the stuff that you've done. Now I've been in here working, like I said, this is my account for demoing. So there's all kinds of track records. It tells you everything. So you scanned a tag, you modified a tag, you did a sharpening, all of that stuff is right in through here. Really easy to find. If you want to put notes on their account because of whatever reason, you can create a customer note with that plus sign that's at the top. Really easy. Okay. Now, I'm going to save user and return and go back to the main screen here. There's a bag of skates on the floor. That's a team that just came in. They wanted everything profiled, so they're all there. They're set up, ready to go. Now, I've got a skate here, just a regular old skate, but I put the tags on the bottom. Okay, so for me, see, that's how quick that pops up. So if you want to create a new user, you go in, you add their email address. This is the number for my tag right here, the 1924. The user label is the kid's name or parent's name or whatever you want to do. When you select, you can select a different sport. So if they're recreational, so they have something like a soft tech or something like that, you can put them through there. If they're hockey, they're figure, you can do it that way. Now up and through here, you'll see scan additional users. So let's say we're gonna add an extra user. This is my box. Now you've got a second user down here. You can pick the second thing. So let's say this one's figure, or this one's hockey because that's the one that we already have on a skate, and this one is a figure skate. So you can go through, scan multiples at the same time. So little Billy is up here, and then his sister Abby is down underneath. You can create users really quick. The parents are going to get the email and the phone number. They're going to create an account. It's going to ask them for a password. They can go in and then they can change all of the information on the skater side. So how big they are, what the weight they are, what position they play, all of that stuff. So lots of information that's been given on this system. You've already gone through how to edit the stuff, but I'm going to go back in here. We're going to change the sport, so just to show how this works. So right now, this is set to hockey. If we change it to figure, because you sharpen a bunch of figure skates, all of this changes. So you now no longer have a position. Now you just have the club. You have the same sort of information for age, weight, height over here, but now all your skates have changed. So let's say they have a pair of Jackson skates. And then you have all of this information, all the Jackson skates. So let's say they're in a debut. Now, blades like a hockey skate, You know, you can get aftermarket blades for these things. So let's say they have an MK blade, and then you have all of this information through here for all of these. So let's say they have a Galaxy. Again, you can change your size. You can change the laces to whatever you want. Radius, let's say that they have 5/8 for the flat. And now you can change the actual blade length so that you know what's going on in through here as well. Okay? Same sort of deal. You can change everything. It's really, this system is really easy, really quick to use. There you go. So that's all that. From that end, okay, so that's our main app. Now from a sales perspective, you can go in. I've got it set up here quickly. This is the vendor's portal. So this is the back end. So all those tags that we created before, so the hockey, the Nepean, if you want to send an email to that association because you have red and black tape, because that's the color of their stuff, that you have red and black tape on sale, you want that team to know that you've got a sale on it, you can go up here to email. And then you're going to click on just hockey. Now you can go down here and labels. So now your labels pop up. So now you can click Nepean. And you go on hockey, because of course this is going to do that. You want Nepean. You want hockey, which is going to be, of course, not updated here because I just did it for you. Through here. Oh, never mind, it's already labeled. That's why, because it's up at the top. So you can do Nepean, you can do hockey, and then you can write your email just to those guys. It'll just select those people off that list. Okay? And then you can customize your templates so that, you know, says sale, 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 or let's say it's a figure skating club and you know that they come in every 6 weeks and they kind of bring them all in at the same time. Then you can go back through, create an email list that's, you know, at the 5-week mark, you know that the week 6 is coming up, and say, hey, just a reminder, you should come in and get your skate sharpened. Really quick way to send off an email blast to everybody that's just in one specific category. Really great system. Really like it. Your reports. Now my reports are set so you can break them down weekly, how many skates you've done, you know, where they are. And this is us going through and checking off individual skate sharpening. Now, it's not always me at the front cache, so unfortunately, my numbers are a little skewed. So if I do this and go back into here, this little plus sign that's on here is actually a skate sharpening. So if they didn't have a skate sharpening card, you can track how many times they've been in by hitting this plus sign. Now it says a single sharpening is recorded. Okay, I don't think my cashier is up to date on doing that, so unfortunately my numbers are off. So that's something that you should probably make sure your cache is always doing. If you save and return and go back to here, let's say that this person is, you know, they come in with their rust bucket skates because it's that time of the year, and you know that they're not coming back for a while, and they don't want to create an account. The plus sign on the top, also the same thing. You can hit the plus, and now you've recorded a single sharpening. And then they're not through your system, but at least your system is tracking. So when it comes to the record keeping through here, your records are going to be proper. Okay, so then you can track how many sharpens you did, what days you did them, and so you can see the trend of what hour, what day, what week, what quarter, all of that stuff through here. It's got this system, I mean, for what it is, does everything to track where you're going to be. So if you know on a Friday night, for a very bad example, it's dead, there's nobody coming in, you should only have one sharpener on. Well, this will tell you. And then, you know, Tuesday afternoon, it's super busy. Well, make sure you have 2 or 3 sharpeners on, and you go from there. So that's SkateSkan in a nutshell. If you have any questions, send me an email. You can email directly to SkateSkan or go on their social media stuff. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on Twitter, and you can get a hold of them through there. They are really quick to respond. There you go. This is Joe at B Sharp. Like I said, questions, let me know. Thanks.